many buyers still have the same impression of Jurong. It is simply too far. It is just too industrial. And compared to other parts of Singapore, it may not feel like the most exciting place to own a property, but is that impression still accurate today? Or are buyers overlooking what is gradually taking shape around Jurong Lake District? In this video, I'll share a preliminary analysis of Lucerne Grand, an upcoming new launch located next to Lakeside MRT. We'll look beyond the marketing headlines and examine three important areas. What is actually changing around Jurong? What could support housing demand in the future? And most importantly, what should buyers assess before deciding whether Lucerne Grand is worth considering? Hi, I'm Josephine from Homes with Jo. On this channel, I share property insights to help you understand your options, evaluate them objectively, and make a decision that you are comfortable with, not only today, but many years from now. So, let's begin the analysis now. Lucerne Grand is an upcoming development by CDL, located along Lakeside Drive and within walking distance of Lakeside MRT. The development is expected to have approximately 570 residential units, with commercial spaces on the first story. Based on the current information, the unit mix is expected to consist mainly of 2, 3 and 4 bedroom units. But the development itself is only one part of the story. The bigger reason Lucerne Grand is receiving attention is its location near Jurong Lake District. For many years, Jurong Lake District has been described as Singapore's future second central business district. Understandably, some buyers have become skeptical. The transformation has been discussed for a long time, and buyers may wonder whether it is simply another future story being used to market properties in the West. That is a fair concern. When evaluating any transformation area, I believe we should separate announcements from actual implementation. It is easy to become excited by an attractive master plan, but buyers should also look at what has already been completed, what is currently being developed, and whether the plans could genuinely improve people's daily lives. Let's start with the lifestyle environment. The rejuvenation of the Chinese and Japanese gardens has already changed the experience around Jurong Lake Gardens. Instead of being surrounded only by buildings and roads, residents can enjoy greenery, waterfront areas, walking trails, and spaces for recreation. For families and buyers purchasing for their own stay, this matters. A transformation should not only create more offices, it should also create a neighborhood where people genuinely want to live. This appears to be an important part of the wider Jurong Lake District plan. The district is intended to combine working, living, and recreational spaces, rather than becoming a purely commercial area that becomes quiet after office hours. The plans include landscape spaces, walking and cycling routes, courtyards, and better connections between buildings, amenities, and the lakefront. There is also an emphasis on creating a car-like district where everyday amenities and transport connections are easily accessible. If these plans are implemented successfully, Jurong Lake District could develop into a more complete and livable regional centre. The second area to consider is connectivity. Lucerne Grand's immediate advantage is its proximity to Lakeside MRT on the east-west line. For buyers who commute regularly, being within walking distance of an existing MRT station is different from relying entirely on a future transport plan. Beyond Lakeside MRT, the West will also be supported by additional transport infrastructure over time. The Jurong Region Line is being developed to improve connectivity across Western Singapore. The planned Cross Island Line will eventually provide more connections between Jurong Lake District and other parts of the island. The Jurong East Integrated Transport Hub is also expected to bring together transport, commercial, and community facilities. These developments may improve accessibility and make Jurong more convenient for people who work or study in different parts of Singapore. However, buyers should remember that future infrastructure will be completed in stages. The benefits may take time to be fully realized. This means your intended holding period becomes important. Someone buying for a short-term gain may evaluate the opportunity differently from a homeowner who is comfortable holding the property through the transformation period. The third area is employment and commercial activity. Jurong Lake District is planned as a major mixed-use business district outside the city centre. The intention is to create more employment opportunities in the west and reduce the need for everyone to travel into the traditional central business district for work. More commercial space, offices, and government agencies are planned for the area. If more companies and workers eventually move into and around Jurong Lake District, this could create a larger pool of people who may want to live nearby. That could potentially support both owner-occupier and renter demand. But we must be careful here. A major transformation does not automatically guarantee that every nearby property will perform well. The eventual outcome will still depend on several factors. These include the project's entry price, its distance from the key transformation areas, surrounding housing supply, competing developments, and the number of future buyers who can afford the property. This brings us back to Lucerne Grand. On paper, there are several reasons why buyers may want to watch this project. It is beside an existing MRT station. It is developed by an established developer. It is close to Jurong Lake Gardens. It is near several primary schools and everyday amenities. And it may benefit from the longer-term growth of Jurong Lake District. But we should not conclude that it is a good purchase until we know the actual pricing and unit details. Once the official information is released, here are 5 questions I would examine. First, how does its entry price compare with nearby resale condominiums and other new launches? A strong transformation story should not be used to justify any price. The price you pay today will affect your future options. Second, which unit types have the strongest potential buyer pool? For example, a compact 2-bedroom unit may have a different future audience from a larger 3-bedroom family unit. Third, how efficient are the layouts? The total square footage alone does not tell us whether the internal space is practical. We need to study the bedroom sizes, storage, kitchen configuration, and any space taken up by balconies or walkways. Fourth, what future supply could compete with Lucerne Grand? More development can improve an area, but it can also introduce additional competition when owners eventually want to sell or rent out their units. And fifth, who is likely to buy the property from you in the future? Could it appeal to families, professionals working in the West, buyers who value MRT convenience, or people who want to live near Jurong Lake Gardens? A property's exit strategy should be considered before entering, not only when it is time to sell. So, is it worth considering? At this preliminary stage, I would say it deserves a place on the watch list, especially for buyers who are open to the West, want immediate MRT convenience, and are prepared to hold through the area's longer-term transformation. But whether it becomes a suitable purchase will depend heavily on the official price, layout, and available unit selection. Do not buy simply because Jurong Lake District has an impressive master plan. And do not dismiss the project simply because of an outdated impression that Jurong is too far or too industrial. The more balanced approach is to understand what is changing, compare the numbers, and decide whether the project fits your own finances, timeline, and long-term plans. If you would like to receive the Lucerne Grand fact sheet, floor plans, indicative pricing, and my detailed buyer analysis, once more information is released, you can register through the link below or contact me directly. I'm Josephine from Homes with Jo. Your home, your future. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.